Hey everybody, JR here, Flying Lion Racing, and it is go time. Tonight is round 3 of PCA Porsche Club of America Sim Racing, season 14.
Fastest lap for Strello,
We are
128.30.
driving the 992 Cup car at the Indianapolis Road Course. So it's the same track as the Indy 500, but they have a road course, and the interior uses some of the oval, some of the road course, and you'll see my car going around right now. Um, yeah, I'm not crazy about the track, but I got quite a bit of practice in, and kind of learned to appreciate it a little bit more, I think. And I'm performing decently. I finished the last 2 races in the top 10, looking for a top 10 finish here as well. Maybe top 5, who knows? But that is what is going on. I'm sorry, just admiring that Munich Motorworks GT3 Cup. Looks great out there. Yeah, let's so if you watch right here, we're coming out of the infield and onto the banking of the oval, as you can see, just super briefly, and then back into the infield again. So there was an old configuration of this course that used to use a lot more of the oval. They've really trimmed it down, so that little bit was on the oval that you just saw. Back on the oval right now, but not really on the banking. This is the pit straight, and before it even really gets to the next part of the banking, we're taking a hard turn back into the infield. So they have kind of gotten rid of some of the fun part of this track, which is driving on the bank stuff. But let's see. Not sure how much time is left in the session, but yeah, qualifying is about to start. I got into the 28s in practice on the qualifying setup, so if I can qualify 28.5
The guy behind has just done a 128.89
to 28.75, something like that, I ought to qualify well into the top 10. And then it's just being careful. This car is a handful. The track is extremely hot. It's very slippery. No anti-lock brakes, no traction control, and
128.26.
about 450 horsepower. So these things are an absolute handful. But I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of like going to the dentist. I mean, you dread it in a way, but then once you walk out of there with clean teeth, you feel good about it. So that's kind of that's kind of how this is going to be. But I'm going to hop out, do a couple more laps to get ready for qualifying. Then we're going to have qualifying and a start, and we are looking at a 1-hour sprint race with one pit stop tonight. So the pro race,
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Pro race last night was a little bit crazy, and I'm expecting this to be a little crazy as well. That's why qualifying is going to be important, so I can stay up toward the front of the field and hopefully away from some of the chaos that's going to happen in the mid pack and in the back of the field. So let's get out there. And get a lap in or two. Well, I was in P5, now I'm in P11. Now that I took a little break and more people have been putting down laps, but you know what? Top 10 is where I live in club this year. I'm totally fine with it.
Left side, clear left, car left, clear left, left side, clear left.
platform, follow 128.23.
My bad, Peter.
Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
No worries.
P11. That's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.45 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.44 off the pace. Checker flags out, B11. That's the end of the session, B11.
All right. Time for quali. Here we go.
Okay, JR, we've got 3 laps to set a decent time.
That felt pretty good.
The leader's just done a 128.48. V3. That puts you 0.6 off the leader's pace. Sector 3 time is quick. The guy ahead has just posted a 129.00. Just done a 128.41.
Lost a little bit toward the back end of that one. One more.
7th position. Sector 3 is 0.28 off the pace. Sector
All the
1
way
is
to 14.
0.32 off the pace.
That kind of blew my
Sector 2 time was good. P16, you're currently 0.47 off the pace.
16. That is not great. There's a bunch of 128.7s. I needed to take a bite out of that, and on that lap, I lost my concentration for a second and missed my brake marker for turn one, and that cost me big. That is P16 is not at all where I want to be. That is in the danger zone for sure for turn one. So that is disappointing, but you know what? What are you gonna do? All I can do is move on. But if you look at the results, I could have gotten it down to 0.5 or 0.6. That would have been the bottom of the top 10. But yeah, not awesome. And if traffic becomes a problem, I will try to pit as early as possible, see if I can get an undercut working. But for right now, got to live in the present. So oh wow, what a choke! I mean, it's not terrible. That 128.7 in this temperature is not terrible, but I started with a 129 flat. Then I took 2 tenths off. If I would have taken 2 more tenths off, which would have been reasonable to expect, I would have been in the 228 fives, and it would have moved me way up the grid, like 7 or 8 spots. So that is a bummer. And I caught myself doing it too. I was looking at the signs going by, stepped on the brakes 100 meters too early. I had stepped on the brakes at the 6 instead of the 5, and that was it. That killed my qualifying run. So, yikes. got something on the screen right now that I don't want. There we go. It's the edit button. All right. Get Race Lab back up. And I think, is there a warm up in this one? Yeah, there's a 5-minute warm up. So. And P17. It's barely the top half of the grid. That is a real drag. That is a definite big time fail in qualifying. Really kind of needed to be up here. But you know what? Didn't happen. So look at Comet's got a hot lap in. Yeah, 128.5 was surely within the realm of possibility. So I could have qualified, 5, 6, 7. I lost 10 spots with that one mistake. I know exactly what I did, where it happened. But you got to have a bad memory, as they sometimes say about quarterbacks. So I just have to make do with what I got. Try to make some things happen early and probably look for the undercut. So I'll be waiting for Jim to tell me when the pit window is open. As soon as the pit window opens, I'm going to have to jump in and have a good pit stop, fuel up, and then I'm going to have to hope for open space and haul ass and pass some of these people in the pits. I really want to finish in the top 10 here.
That's the end of the session. P17.
Hello drivers, welcome to the warm-up drivers meeting for Series 14. Event number 3, we're at Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. Today, as per usual, blocking and blue flag violations, brake checking and dive bombing are going to continue to be our priority for live race control. Use the iRacing comms to request a review or anything you feel
It is clear.
requires immediate live race control intervention, and when you do, make sure you call your car number, not your name. Live race control will acknowledge your request, and if anything doesn't get handled during the race, of course, you have at your disposal the IRR submission process to request an instant review post-race, anything post-race. Some quick reminders. The race starts when the green flag and green lights are shown, and don't fill the gaps from missing cars in the grid by advancing into those empty spaces. Just maintain pace car speed and starting grid distances to the next car ahead until the green. Stay in line with the car ahead. Don't attempt to pass until you reach the starting line with our flag. Building up a run and slingshotting past the cars ahead at the flag stand may result in a start violation. In short, racing does not begin for you until you reach the start-finish line. So do not step out of line or change lanes as you accelerate with the pack on green until you reach the flag stand. Your orange zone starts when you grid and ends when you begin your second lap. Penalties given for violations that happen between the moment you take the grid and the moment you begin your second lap are added to a 15-second stop and hold in your box. So take extra care driving through your first lap of the race. Alert race control by stating your car number if you are forced to start from the pits. Live race control will provide instructions for starting from there. Proceeding out of your pit box against the live race control instructions or without permission may result in a penalty. Obey the local cautions and avoid overtaking or gutsy racing through the local caution zone until you safely clear the
Sector 1 time was good.
Whenever overtaking other cars, be prepared to back off and follow if you cannot reach the rear axle of the overtaken car with your front axle before the normal turning point. If it's too late to pass, the hole that you see ahead is closing rapidly. You may be in a blind spot. There will likely be contact. There could be an incident. and it would be finally podium finishers. Be prepared for post-race interviews.
Sector 2 times quick.
Post-race announcements. That's all I got for you. Have a good race together out there tonight, folks. See you in the race.
The leader has just done a
Thanks, race control.
30.65.
You should be on podium in the right place.
The leader has just done a 129.34. Sector 3 time is fast, your quickest overall. Sector 1 is quick. Yellow flag. That's the end of the session, P1.
All right, time to grid it up. Whew. Okay, here we go.
Thirty seconds.
Tom, check.
Copy. I'm here.
Can you hear me?
Okay, JR, I can hear you.
All right.
Mic check, please.
Car number 218. Should do well here. We're optimistic we can finish in the top 12.
So Jim thinks I can pick up 5.
This is a rolling start. Follow car
And-
number 958 in the right lane.
He is usually quite the pessimist.
Safety car speed is 63 kilometers per hour.
Don't really want to be on the inside right here. Kind of the danger zone. People on the outside have an escape if there's a crash at turn 1. People on the inside really don't, although I guess cutting turn 1 is an option. Better than crashing.
Alright, JR, get ready. Green, green, green.
there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Start's okay. Now find your grip.
On your left. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
Couple of cheap ones there.
On your right. Still there. Hold your line. Hold your line.
There's an incident in turn 9, it looks like. Nuevo.
Still there. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Race control, can you look for car 087 incident, please?
On your right. Hold your
Yeah,
line.
we're
Clear
looking
right.
at quite a bit going on here. 087 confirmed.
Thank you.
The driver in front of us is David, car number 29, C license, and their rating is 1.4. Cowley, car number 24, is leading the race, 16th place.
Boy, I only got one position out of all that.
Incident in turn 2, looks like it's Peter.
Race control, can you look at that incident with car 222, please?
Confirm 222, we'll look that over.
The leader has just done a 129.57. 14th. Fastest lap for Cowley, 128.92. New fastest lap for Jake, 128.75. Okay, JR, you need to pass this time, you're losing too much time.
I'll say.
Refueling window opens on lap 9, will end on lap 31.
Car right. Watch your line. Still there. Clear right.
There's an incident in turn 7. We think it might be David. Nicely done.
Right side. Clear right.
Race control, you have to look at that for me, please.
Copy 29. Copy 29.
Thank you.
That's a new fastest lap for Jake, 128.48. Alright JR, the next car is Joey, car number 379, B licence. Their rating is 1.4. B18 qualifying pace now, come on, you can salvage something here.
So that guy that I came into contact with is complaining to race control that it was my fault. But he had plenty of room, and I think he came across on me. That's bullshit.
You need to come in for this penalty in the next 3 laps. Look out for the pit speed limit. Pit lane speed limit is 64 kilometers per hour. On exit, we should be in position 34. We'll need to stop again to get to the end. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. All clear. Push now. The next car is Patrick, car number 407, and their rating is 1.7. Okay, JR, you're reeling. Patrick, the gap is now 3.9 seconds. You're slower than us through turn 1. There's an incident in turn 4. It looks like Jens. Yellow flag, watch out. There's an incident in turn 5. It looks like it's Jens. Incident in turn 6. We think it might be Jens.
32. That's not good. How's my fuel?
Okay, JR, we'll need to bin for fuel. We think about 22 laps of fuel remaining. It looks like we'll need to add 23 litres. Incident in turn 1. Looks like it's Carboni. The pit window is now open. incident in, turn 12. It looks like Carboni. Watch your speed. We'll fuel you to the end of the race. Alright, JR? Expect traffic when you come out. We expect to exit the pits in position 37. A few seconds in front of Noéville. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Front left, 93%. Rear left, 92. There's traffic behind. Take care rejoining. Blue flag.
Car left. Clear left.
The guy in front is Sund, car number 331, B license, and their rating is 1.7. Blue flag.
On your right. Clear right.
Blue flag.
Come on, Dale.
B34.
I'm pushing.
I'll call your shot when you're ready.
The captain, Sund, in front is now 18 seconds. There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like Goran.
Copy.
Blue flag. Sund in front is pitting. P33. Okay, JR, the next car is Schultz, car number 26, D license, and their rating is 1.3. There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Louisville.
You ready, Dennis?
P32.
Right side, clear right.
Sorry, Scott.
P31. That lap was at 130.71. Gap to B32 behind is increasing. It's now 10 seconds. The car in front of us is now Mark, car number 011, and their rating is 1.6. Incident in turn 14. Looks like it's Mark. Okay, JR, the next car is Schultz, car number 26, D license, and their rating is 1.3. There are chances here. Let's make sure we can take them. B30. incident in turn 1. We think it might be Schultz.
Right side, clear right.
Okay, JL, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. B29. That lap was at 129.55. Sector 2 is 0.33 off the pace. zone P9. Behind is now 0.9, 1 lap in front. Just done at 129.70. The gap behind is now 1.1.
You ready to go, Dennis?
Car right, clear right. On your left, clear left.
Let's go.
guy's reputation isn't as good as it should. Take care here. There's an incident in turn 13. Looks like it's key. Yellow flag, B29. B28. There's an incident in turn 1. It looks like Jenks. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. That lap time was 129.17. Position 25. I think he'll come out just in front. B27, that was 129.00. The car in front of us is key, car number 77, and their rating is 1.5. Don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. 15 minutes left, that's 15 minutes. in race pace, V25. Carboni is pitting from P22. We think he'll come out close in front. Mitson, car number 8, is now in the lead. V24. Mitson is pitting.
On your right, clear right.
Okay, JR, the next car is Peter, car number 333. Error, car number 28, is now leading. Gibson is getting closer. The gap's now 6 seconds.
I'll let you have the left up here. Thank you, Ken.
The next car is Key, car number 77, and their rating is 1.5. Okay, JR, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
I'm going to give you the turn, John.
The guy behind has just done a 128.77. Good pass, mate. Fucking awesome. Incident in turn 1. It looks like Key. Remaining 10 minutes. There's an incident in turn 7. Looks like it's Steve. slow into turn 1, P23.
All right, Nick. Thank you.
Okay, JR, the next car is Peter, car number 333. The leader, Arrow, is pitting. Cowley, car number 24, is now in the lead.
Stop.
On your left.
Why?
Clear left.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I gave you the
All
lane
right.
and you didn't pass me.
Dude, you
Still
did not.
there.
Get the heck out of the way.
Clear right.
Absolutely ridiculous. Get out.
Go, Peter.
Car right. Clear right.
Yeah, 'cause I wasn't expecting that. Glad I didn't hit you.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Clear right. On your right. Clear right.
Well done, JR. Nice move, mate. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Second place. Sector 1 is 1.5 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.28 off the pace. You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 3.
Thanks, Devin.
The gap to 22nd place. Behind is increasing. It's now 1.3.
Jeremy, you're flanking and backing off.
Your lap time was 128.67.
Cheers, Mark.
Okay, JR, you're reeling Gibson in. The gap's now 1.7. 2 minutes to go, 2 minutes. It's an incident in turn 12. We think it might be Steve. Your pace is good in sectors 1 and 2. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 3. Incident in turn 4. We think it might be Peter. 1 more lap to go.
Race control, can you look at that incident part 2? Coming through.
It's an incident in turn 7. Looks like Steve.
Left side.
21st. That's it. We're done. Bad luck, JR.
All right. Well, let's look at
That's
the
the end of the session.
incidents. Story of the race.
All right, the race is over. The track is clear. Just a reminder to the top three, please join the broadcast interview waiting room channel on the Discord so that those fine people in broadcasting give you your interviews. That's Ryan Cowley, Kellen Heimbucher, Mike Matson. Congratulations on your podium finishes. Make sure you have your push to talk button ready to go because that's how the broadcast booth channel works. To be able to talk to them, if you have any questions about tonight's penalties, please submit them to the Series 14 channel Ask Race Control. And yeah, wait for the penalties to be posted. I've got a lot to review here post-race, so I'll check all that out. We'll post that for you folks, and then make sure that anything that you want to report isn't already there. So have a good night. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
I've got to find that incident. There we go. Here it comes. So the question is going to be, look at it in slow-mo here. Boy, that is close, man. I mean, I have position. That's the turn-in point. I can't leave him more room than that. That's bullshit. Seriously. I have position. He doesn't leave me space. Utter bullshit. And who was that guy? David Snelling. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Okay, well, that should not have been on me. According to the rules, I had position by the turn-in. We're side by side. He's turning in my front axle ahead of his rear axle. I mean, come on. Come on now. Just shift the camera a little bit here. And the camera control is not working. Why would that be? Because it doesn't work on that camera. Okay, let's try chase. Oops. I don't want to do that. Oh, shit. For all that, I lost the lap that I was looking at because I pushed the wrong button on the camera. Okay, let's get it again. After tapping me already, right? He hit me already, and then that. Come on now. Who's not leaving who space there? Heavens to Moigatroid. Uncool. Okay. Well, that's the race. Not too happy with how it turned out. I mean, I guess I did have fun trying to claw my way back. I must have driven back like 10 or so positions with that undercut. So that was cool, I guess. But I should have finished deep into the top 10, but I fucked up qualifying and I got a black flag for this. And I'm definitely going to protest that. That's ridiculous. So uh, I don't know what to say. So what is today? Today is Thursday. I am on RaceBot TV and iRacing channel tomorrow, 2100 GMT, whatever that translates to where you are. But I'm going to be covering the Radical Esports Cup at Imola. It's going to be an awesome race. Ron Mons and I are going to do it. So tune in for that if you're free. Otherwise, what happens next? Oh, just the normal stuff next week on slow motion broadcasting. So be there or be square, and we'll see you soon.